In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise belongs to Allah, the mighty and the majestic. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon His last and final Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As for what follows, to those who are listening or watching from the Muslim and the non-Muslim audiences, from the Christian, atheist, Jew, Hindu, Sikhs, whatever different background or skin color or country you're from, or class or status, this question is a question that has been asked and that is always being asked day in and day out in the world that we live in. It has been discussed and debated, and in every time from the time, at least from the time of polytheism, at least from the time of polytheism, the question has been asked, does God exist? Does God exist? Does God really exist? People say, does God really exist? Or they say there's no God, or there's no proof for God. Or how do we know there's a God? So inshallah, in these series of published clips and audios, if Allah allows me, then I will try my best to answer such an important topic that affects, the answer of this affects 8 billion people or 9 billion people in the world. It's not like a question is who won this competition, or who won the World Cup, or who won this match or that match, or who won $1 million. These certain questions, the effect of the answers are limited. As for this question, does God really exist? Then it affects 8 billion people in the world. The most famous number that we can say is that there's 8 billion people officially, but we don't know unofficially how many people there are. So the world, some say there's about 7 to 10% of atheists in the world. And we're not going to talk about why is atheism in existence, or why is it increased. We're going to answer this question. Roughly there's about 7 to 10% of atheists. So this question, is there God? Or does God really exist? Does God really exist? Or is there really a God? Or what is the proof of God? The answers on the proofs of these questions will mean serious consequences for the 10%. Because if the 10% find out, if the 10% are given enough proof, which I will try to do through these clips, if the 10% of the people are given enough proof, the 10% of people in the world are given enough proof that there is a God, then it's going to be worrying for them, because then now they have to find out what happens after this life. Okay? What happens? Because the atheist says, no, God, just enjoy, YOLO, you live only once, so enjoy this life now. So if the proof that I give, not me, if this question is studied by the atheists, and they discover proofs and evidence is pointing towards the existence of a creator, the serious questions they need to ask themselves. Okay, but the atheists will say, oh, well, if there's no God, then you wasted your life. But we will discuss now why, of course, we say that there is a God. Okay, there is no doubt there is a God, a creator That's this conclusion of all the series of clips that I will be producing, and um, clips and audios, is that definitely there is a creator for all of this, the heaven and the earth, and no one has ever denied the oneness of God, or no one has committed polytheism or disbelief except until in the time of Noah. I can't pinpoint exactly what year, what number, but the first time people had a problem with the oneness of God was in the time of Noah. Now, I'm not saying they rejected God in totality, but they started making partners with God. And then after the exact dates and times of people rejecting the existence of Creator, I don't know the exact date or when this actually first atheist in the world, or some people are saying the first atheist was Greek philosopher Diagoras. Okay, that's what they say he was known as the first atheist. Or some people say that the first explicit atheist known by name was the German language Danish critic Matthias, not Zen. But regardless, know that the Quran does document people who denied God. They just said, this time will destroy us. Dahriyun. So, point number one. Let's go to the first issue now. Okay.